And good morning, and welcome to a rainy Tuesday as we begin today. I hope your morning has gone well for you. If you've opened up the door, noticed a little rain outside, and that's going to continue pretty much throughout the day as the National Weather Service gives us a breakdown of what to expect. 100% chance of rain between 9 and 1 o'clock. That'll be the heaviest, and then rain showers between 1 and 4. Should have a little bit after 4 o'clock. Should end by 10 o'clock tonight. But gusty. It's going to be 20-mile-an-hour gust and a high of only 48. So just when you thought it was safe to put up your jacket, go dig it back out. You're going to need it today. It's a chilly, wet, rainy day is the best way to word all this. Let's go ahead and jump to radar as you're getting up so you just kind of know what's out there before you head out today. As we pull up radar, here we go right here. We see that down past Hattiesburg, we've got showers. Let's go in a little bit closer. We start seeing showers here in Wayne County, a little bit out to our west. But let's look here in the Meridian area, southern Lauderdale County, and right there on the corner of Clark County getting the most this morning. As we zoom in on this, we'll see that this picks up right around Northcrest Baptist Church at the four-way, the red light there at North Hills there by Mr. Discount Drugs, and goes south through the county, through Meridian High School, all through this area downtown, past the old Hooper's building, across Walmart. And as we get down through here, a little bit heavier out here in the southeast area, out by Why Not Motorsports Park, heavy rain this morning. Also getting a good bit there in Causeyville at the ball field as we'll go across here to Long Creek. Also a lot, the Girl Scouts. And the heavier rain is approaching about where the Boy Scouts is. Just come across there where the Boy Scouts is, there on 19. So if you've got to travel 19 in the next 10 minutes, wait around a little bit. That's going to come across and it won't be as bad to drive that road. Of course, that's two-lane, always a little bit more treacherous when you got a two-lane road. And, of course, the whole water, you know how that is. Showing showers up around Dalewood, not exactly Dalewood, over at Tom Bailey Lake. I got that confused. Rainbow Lake's getting a lot of rain. As we go back into Newton County this morning, let's go over. You're going to have light rain all over the county, some patches of heavier rain before you get in, and it picks up right when you get to Chunky as you come into Lauderdale County there where the split is. As we go south, let's go down and look here at Clark County, a little bit over here in the northeast corner there. Energy, y'all are getting a little bit in the corner of the county here. As we move across, heavier rain on the western side from Enterprise there, from the high school across through Dollar General down to Pachuta. Hadn't quite made it to the heavier rain to downtown Equipment, but still, it's approaching. It'll be there in a little bit. As we jump across Lake Edens, getting a lot. Also here at Rose Hill at the post office. If you're anywhere in that vicinity, Montrose, Lewin, all getting their fair share of some heavier downpours right now. But the heaviest that we've got to show this morning is eastern Lauderdale County. As we move up, let's check out everybody in Kemper. Showers out at Kemper Lake this morning, right here on the Bama state line there. If you go from Giles, Mississippi up to Bentonville, that area, a lot of rain there. And also some scattered showers across when you get into Noxubee County. Nothing bad heavy up there, but a little bit of rain. That's a little bit of a recap of what we got going on at the moment. So if you've got to be out and about this morning in those areas, be careful as you're driving. Wanted to say good morning to Elisa Fisher. She's up and at 'em today. Also, Belinda Atkins, good morning to you. Terry Ray, there's a lot of rain, better than ice. Golly, Terry, I cannot agree with y'all more. And aren't we glad that is over? But this is so drastic. And I had a visitor, little Sophie. I know you can see a tail in the background wagging. But this is a whole lot better than what we had a few weeks ago. Although today is chillier, and we've been wearing these short sleeve shirts. Don't worry, it's coming back. It's Mississippi, Alabama. You'll have those on in a day or so. As we go down, we say good morning to Donna Peebles. Hope you're doing good. Miss Arlene, too. Good morning, at least not snowy or ice. Agree with you. Good morning to Elmer Talbert. Also, Sissy McKee is watching this morning. Linda Culpepper is up. And do appreciate y'all watching. It means a whole lot there. All right, let's talk a little bit about what the National Weather Service is telling us, all of their shindigs they've got for us today. As we said today, expect rain as we pull this up. We know that's what it's going to be, 48 for the high. Not so terribly bad there. It could be worse. Wind chill sitting right now at 37 degrees. So that's cool if you got to be outside. Especially if, let's think about our garbage truck guys. Those guys got to ride that in that rain regardless. As we go over temps over the next 10 days, we're going to hold normal for the month of March right now. We do look like we've got more heat coming here back across Mississippi and Alabama, but for a couple of days here, we'll be normal. We'll get into that in just a second as we look at that. Record highs and record lows on this day. 2012, we had a record day of 82, and then we got to go way back for a record on that cold. It was 1890 that it was 19 degrees, and thank heavens we're not sitting at that. I think I am forever ruined on wanting anything other than snow. If I hear the word ice, I think I want to leave. That is really so drastically different for us. We're not good at that, and hopefully it'll be years before we have any more of that. Because we had, 96 before this one? So we did have a run of not having any. But boy, when we got it, we did, didn't we? And as the temperatures start to change a little bit, you'll get outside and start doing things again. And the Lauderdale County Farm Supply is open for business as we get ready for spring. And, of course, all your stuff, your potting and your soil, they've got all that for you, your seed for your lawns if you want to start patching that up. As you get into your vegetables, getting that ready. You'll be planting gardens before long. I've seen a couple tractors already rolling this year. As we get into this, all of your plants that you're going to want to put in your gardens, they've got that. They're working on it hard. Still, as we go through the pandemic, we can't forget that disinfectant. They got plenty of that. Sometimes I think we get caught up in our world and forget that that's still going on, but it still is. And, of course, T-shirts, they got a big selection of overalls and anything you might need, including boots, your work boots, and, of course, days like this, when you need your work boots there and your rain boots all in the same day. Always keep them in your truck. Come in handy. Of course, still heaters when you might need that instant, along with your deer cameras, security cameras, however you want to use those. Got plenty of those to choose from at the Farm Supply. When it comes to your seed, they've got that for your pastures. I know a lot of people are going to be fertilizing soon. As we get into taking care of your horse and cattle, they do a lot of that. Along with your corn for your hogs and what else? Oh, yeah, of course, we got guns and ammunition. All there at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Again, it's exit 151 off the interstate is the place to go, and they'll help you out. They certainly will. All right, let's look now at our extended forecast of what we've got coming up. When is this stuff going away? And we'll get into your forecast. As we look at this, the National Weather Service tells us that high 48 today. Tomorrow, we'll hit 61. Rain is gone. Thursday, 69, no rain. We get a slight chance, and if you'll notice those temperatures, 20 degrees more. By Friday, we'll get up to 68 with a slight chance of showers. Over the weekend, 10% there, high of 72. As we just jump over into March, we see that we're going to start seeing 76, 78s as we get into the mid-month there. So not bad weather expected there. As we get into a little bit more detailed of the forecast for the remainder of the week, again, today we're going to have that 100% chance of rain continuing tonight. Now, the heavy stuff should end tonight by 10 o'clock, and then a slight chance through about 1 a.m., and then it's gone. That low will reach 40 for tonight. By tomorrow, as we move into Wednesday, it looks like we'll have a mostly cloudy sky. Not much sunshine, but we will get to 62. By Thursday, we get the sunshine again, and we're hitting right at 70, 69 for a high. And then on Friday, as I mentioned, that little bit of chance of rain there after 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll get a 20% chance, but high back on 70 as we get ready for the weekend. And I know everybody's already looking forward to that. We hadn't quite made it to midweek, but boy, those are sure nice to count on those weekends, isn't it? Good morning to Donna Roseman. I hope you're doing good also. And Miss Donna White, good morning to you. Sue Thrash is up. And also Michelle Harrington up and stirring a little bit. My arm is better. Terry asked me how that's doing. After 48 hours, my arm got better after that COVID shot. So now all I'm worried about is what that second one they say is the chance that you might not feel good. That last time, I hadn't taken a flu shot probably in 20 years because that last time I took it, I got sick. It got a mental thing with me. So let's hope that doesn't work on this. But you're going to have to get these shots first to get over this. I saw where even Walmart is starting to schedule these things to where you can go there. You'd have to go to their webpage and schedule it through there. But it's starting to be more and more places from the health department to hospitals doing it now. Just make sure to do that because it is taking a lot of people out. And we certainly don't want to lose you. Just be prepared and do the right thing, get that over with. So that's where we are on that this morning. More coming up here.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our communities efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, And yes, we're local.
Now, as we start moving into this, I'd mentioned to you back during that storm, Chuck and the gang there at Sanders do sell Generac generators. As we get into the spring, do not forget how many times you can lose power. If it's one of those things that you don't want to do without it, make sure to do that. Now, also with this, March always brings storms. You've got March, April, May, and into June a little bit, but March and April generally are your worst months, and then it starts being a little decline between May and June with tornadic activity. But always be prepared when it comes to these. Have you a plan? And always, this is just one of the things that has started lately as you prepare for this. Get these bicycle helmets or football helmets and put them in your safe place. Because if you were to be thrown, that head trauma, if you were to be thrown, something hit you, that football helmet would save you. It's just a small fault there. Bicycle helmet, any of that, anything to protect your head. So many people get hurt with tornadoes over that. One morning we'll break down and tell you all that you need on that. But just be weather alert as we move into March. It always brings these storms, and we want you to make it through it. I'll be here as these thunderstorms turn into bigger things, and we'll track it street by street to where you are to let you know exactly where that is. We don't want anything slipping up on you, so we'll be here to cover all of that. I've got Candace coming in this morning at 8:30. A couple of things that are going on nationwide. This happened in Maryland overnight. They had two suspects drive a truck through a gun store. This is a gun store there in Maryland. They drove through the front doors, stole about 10 to 12 guns, and ran. Another thing, now this has been going on for, we'll go more into this morning at 8:30. The United Methodist Church, there's a lot of stir with LBGT in it, and it looks like, as we look at the headlines this morning from ABC News, that the church is getting ready to split. It's going to break away. Those that are pushing LGBT within the Methodist Church, and then it's going to be a new form of the conservative side of the church. And it looks like the conservatives will break away and start a new division of the church there within the United Methodist Church. And of course, the UMC, one of the biggest churches there are in the United States, and it has caused division. We'll get into that a little bit more this morning. I don't know what your opinion on that is, but it is a major split there. I know that some churches locally even had problems with that and broke away. And the thing with a lot of the United Methodist churches is, unlike Baptist churches, if you are a United Methodist church, that organization owns your church, the property, the whole 9 yards, to where like a Baptist, it's owned individual, but the United Methodist Church owns it. So if you break away, you've got to go start your own church somewhere else. That's what I know about it roughly at this moment. But that's coming up. Your thoughts on that? We'll talk about that more this morning. It's going to be a huge split. So, again, good morning to you. Drive careful if you've got to be out in this. It's still rainy out there. And let's go back and just glance at radar one more time. Heaviest of this now, again, in central Lauderdale County. Let's look at this. And then down through Lauderdale, Clark County. As we zoom in on this, our heavier rain now up by Northeast High School, coming down through the soccer complex there on 39, if you're going to be any there where Barham's Funeral Home is, Rainbow Lakes on out to Toomsuba. As we get right to the state line, don't forget over here by McElroy Trucking there. Right there is about the line there as you go into Alabama there. Hadn't quite made it up here to the York and these areas, but it will. As we come down the Dollar General there at Southeast High School, getting a lot of rain all the way back into town. Look at that, up by Meridian High School. We get a small break there right around Dunn's Fall, but as you'll see that there's more rain coming this way from the Enterprise area all down through here as you get over here to Clarko State Park, now in downtown Quitman as well. So we've got plenty of rain to share with everyone. You're going to get wet, carry that umbrella. It's cool out there. 42, wind chill of about 37. Again, join me in Candace this morning, beginning at 8:30 for all your details. And a big thank you for joining me this morning. We'll have more coming up here shortly.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by